Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Good Shabbos, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. If you're joining us remotely, it's nice to have you with us too. Welcome to Temple Beth David, the best little shul in Snellville. That's all right. It's official too, I think, right? Are we allowed to say that officially? We're not allowed to say it. I'm sorry. It's not official. I take it back. It's official. Shh, don't tell anybody. Oh, come on. Who's going to know? Anyways, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. Who do we got to light? Good. Judy, please come forward, and we'll light the Shabbos candles. Welcome Shabbat together, page 121 and 120. I can't help myself.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshenu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
And we all sing, Le'adlik ner, shel Shabbat. Page 132, 132. Good Shabbos and welcome. Last 4 lines on the page. Did you see the moon when you came in? It's awesome, isn't it? So close and so full. With all that really brings with it and portends for the future and the spring, and as we start to look forward and ahead to more months of warming and longer days and shorter nights. You got to check out the comet. Have you seen the comet? No? I have not seen it, but apparently you can still, tonight is a perfect night for it. When we leave tonight, we'll look up at the moon. Apparently, just below the moon, on the horizon, you'll be able to see the green comet. Unseen by human eyes since prehistory. Yeah, it's a very rare kind of experience, and it's happening right now. So we'll check it out when we leave tonight. 132. Or zaru ala tzadi ulei Yisraelei simcha. Or zaru ala tzadi ulei Yisraelei simcha. Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai ve'hodu lezecher kodso. Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai Barua la tzadik naisule shrele simchasim b'chut tzadikim b'chut tzadikim b'Adonai ve'hodu lezecher kodsho sim b'chut tzadikim b'Adonai ve'hodu lezecher kodsho. Bottom of 135. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Come on, ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ya la la la. La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 I la 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 I la 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 Turn to page 138. The service that we're singing right now is called Kaballat Shabbat. Receiving Kabbalah, to receive the Shabbat. And it's rooted in the Hebrew idiom Kabbalat Panim, to receive someone's panim, their face. It means to greet them. It's a fancy way of saying to welcome somebody. But we don't just say to welcome somebody. We say, in Hebrew, we say Kabbalat Panim, that you receive their face. Both in the Jewish tradition, the Hebrew tradition, and really every tradition, our faces are what make us unique. That means to receive somebody, to welcome them, to encounter them, means to greet and to welcome and to receive their uniqueness. What is truly rare and special and unique about them. Because every single one of us has so many things which are special and rare and unique to us. No two people are the same. And that's one of the most profound truths there can be. And so every time we greet somebody, we have to greet them as if they were what they really are, which is totally unique. It's very easy to treat every day like another day, and every person like they're just another person, and to lump everybody together and every experience together, and to dull them all into this gray of experience where everything is just the same. It all tastes the same, looks the same, smells the same, and everybody is the same. Gosh, I can hardly think of a greater desecration of God's amazing and wonderful creation than to think that everybody and every experience is the same. Truly, the celebration that we make when we make Shabbat is we declare what is different and unique and special and just wonderful because of all the things that make you who you are and all the things that make this moment what it is. And that is what it means to receive the Shabbat. It means to acknowledge something really very basic and standard about our reality, but that we can't think about every single day all the time. And that this moment and our experience within it are miraculous. Nothing shy of deserving of our highest praise and recognition. So when we say we'll receive the face of the Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat Mekabelah, that means we will allow ourselves to sink so deeply into this moment and the truth and reality of who we are and what this moment means to us. Let's sing nice and loud. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat Mekabelah. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat Mekabelah. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, Hishnianu el ha'meyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'letzilah, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat Mekabelah. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat Mekabelah. Number 5, Hidoreri, Divarech kumiori, Uri, Shir daveri, Kevod Adonai alayim nigla, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat Mekabelah. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat Mekabelah. We stand and face the door, Boi b'shalom, Ateret Bala, Gam besimcha u'betzala, Toch emunei am segula, Boi kala, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat Mekabelah. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat Mekabelah. Good, you can be seated. 141, about 6 lines up from the bottom. Kol od mayim rabim adirim, mishpevei yam adim בקודש אדוני לאורך ימים. (142) Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hashem Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Amlach VaKadosh Baruch Hu Boachem Leshalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malchei Amlachim Kadosh Baruch Hu Baruch Hu Nilei Shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Melech Malchei Amlach HaKadosh Baruch Hu Tzedchem Leshalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Melech Malchei Amlach HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We stand for the Chatzi Kaddish, page 144. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah ve'alma divrach chirutei ve'amlich malchutei בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יש שמי רב מבורך לעולם לעולמי עלמיה יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתבר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשא בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה במהרו אמן. 146, stay standing. Yes, Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Moed. Nice and loud. HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Moed. Good, you can be seated. Let's read together. The English, page 148. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Uma'avir yom, umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uben laila, Adonai Tzvaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Together. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamari Varavim. Again, together in the English, page 150. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Good, so I'm about 6 lines up in the Hebrew, Kihem. Kihem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla ve'avatechal tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Good, we stand for the Shema, page 152. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Again. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. You can be seated. Together the Hebrew on 154. Ve'avta את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם. Amen. Good, let's stand, page 158. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, מלכותך ראו בניך. בוקע ים לבני משה ומרים, זה לי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גל Yisrael. Together the English on 160. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Again, back 6 lines up in the Hebrew. Ushmor tzeitenu voenu lechayim ul shalom, me'ata ve'ad olam, baruch ata Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 162. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. 164. Lai 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 Adonai. Lai 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 Shaddai Tifkach. Lai 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 Ufi Yagid Keiladecha. Lai 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 Adonai. Lai 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 Shaddai Tifkach. Lai 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 Ufi Yagid Keiladecha. Lai 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 Adonai. Lai 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 Shaddai Tifkach. Lai 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 Ufi Yagid Teiladecha. 166. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chasdei Avod V'imaot, Umevi Gula Livnei Vneihem, Leman Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah. 168. Ata Gibor le'olam Adonai Mechayei Hakol Ata Rav le'Hoshia Mashiva Ruach Umorid Hashem Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechayei Hakol berachamim rabim. Somei v'novlim v'rofei cholim. Umatir asurim. Umekayem emunato. Lishenei afar. Micha mocha bal gevurot. Umido melach, melech memid umechaye, umazmiach Yeshua, v'neman ata lehachayot hakol. Baruch ata Adonai, mechaye hakol. Ata kadosh u'shimcha kadosh u'kdoshim bechol yom yehalelucha selah. Baruch ata Adonai ha'el hakadosh. We continue quietly, either with the Amidah on the following pages or with your own quiet meditation, and join back together on page 180. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol Yoshei Tevel ve'imeru Ameinu say Shalom b'meromav uyaseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol Yoshei Tevel ve'imeru Amen. Turn ahead to page 371. You can stay standing or be seated as you're comfortable. And let's take that really wonderful open spirit that we have from the Amidah, from our prayers and our singing together, and turn our thoughts towards those who need healing and comfort and something beyond what they have. And call to mind all those who are in need of healing. We'll say the bracha together, and I'll pause, and if you have names that you want included in our blessing, please say them at the right time. Misha berach avotenu v'imotenu Avram Yitzchak Yaakov tzarech Rachel v'Leah u'yivarech v'yarpeh et kol hacholim. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal all those who are ill, including
Rebecca Goodman, Robert Whitlock, Tuli Vittner, Mila Binstock, Tanya Hurst, Diana Berger, Jerry Wells, Lisa Miller, Bonnie Miller,
Heather Murray, Frank Monteleone, Kay Omer, Hannah Lizzo, and Wendy Fine.
David Cobor, Janelle and Bill Moore, Donna Piper.
Ken Burdett, Andrew Wheeler, Edwin Speck, Keith Hood.
Phyllis Falk, Ron Robinson, Susan Eilers, Eleanor Trammell, Ann Olin, Sarah Berlin, Shannon Davis, Felice Friedman, and Heather Murray.
Linda Aronsaff, Joe Wagner, Sherry Silver, Barbara Frank, Lois and Alan Sorkin, Uvana Thomas, Louise Lyon, Maurice Sellers.
Hi, Peter Yarrow, Morrison Felice Friedman, Katie Adler, Linda and Steve Ely, Jessica Kirkpatrick, Margot and Jerry Hunt, Rabbi Richard Baroff.
Billy Bonehawk, Devon Bogue, Julie Shaven, Harry Katz, Mary D. McBride.
Jonathan Paradis.
Debbie and Moses Dreer, Debbie and Daryl Bernard, Joanne and Mark Schoen, Stacy Roth, Jessica Garza, Cynthia Wright, Alyssa Dipple, Bruce Adler, Rabbi Richard Baroff, Sonia Freitas, Ann Hayes, Alana Geist, and Loretta Harrison.
May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us all say, Amen. I'm sorry, we have some more. We're including them in it.
Yes. Linda Jarrett, Kay Mather, Bob Delek, Frank and Roxana Gomez, cousin Sylvie.
Let's sing together. May the source of strength bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor abracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us sing, Amen. Good, please be seated. Good Shabbos. It is really, really nice to see everybody out tonight. It's cold out there, but it's warm in here, huh? And what a nice crew. Really, really nice. Thanks for coming out tonight. Our parsha this week describes the actual exodus from Egypt, Parshat B'Shalach. We read the song of salvation that our people, our ancient ancestors sang at the sea, and which we sing in traditional tefillah every single day. All these years later, connected to that original foundational event. The event, the defining moment of the whole Torah, is this moment when God fulfills his covenant to the children of Abraham, takes them from Egypt, and you know the Dayenu song from the Seder, goes through this whole series of steps, taking us across the Red Sea, across on dry land, drowning our oppressors, bringing us to Sinai, giving us the Torah, giving us the Shabbat, wandering us through the desert, feeding us with the manna, and eventually bringing us to the Holy Land that he promised to our ancestor Abraham. This is the moment that for us and for the rest of the world around us, we become a people, a nation, free and sovereign over ourselves, free to commit ourselves to the covenant with God, which cannot be done when you're a slave or oppressed, either by some personal tyranny or by the tyranny of Pharaoh and his government. When I think about how important that story is and how often we call it to mind, I think if there is a single Jewish lesson, one thing that the whole Torah tries to teach, one basic foundational principle, it's this one, it's this moment. And that principle is that God's world was created for free people. Freedom is the singular message of the Torah. It's why we leave Eden. It's why God chooses Abraham. It's why God invests us in slavery for hundreds of years, is so that for all of history, the world will know that our God is the God of freedom, who does not tolerate slavery and tyranny. Any and all service must be offered voluntarily, or it is not service, it is not worship. If it's compelled, it's not free will and worship. It's just compulsion and slavery. It's why Pesach holds such a primal space in our calendar. It's the beginning of all the holidays. Because it reminds us that we are free. And if that's true of us, the inheritors of those Israelites who left Egypt, then it is true for all God's children of every nation who dwell anywhere on earth. No nation shall oppress another people and keep them under tyranny or slavery. That is not just unjust in the politics of the world. It is contrary to God's wishes for who we are. We cannot tolerate that kind of thing. We cannot say, well, it's just a little slavery or a little oppression or a little exploitation of other people. No. The Exodus from Egypt is not just about our ancestors. If it was just about their liberation from labor to Pharaoh, so what? Pharaoh's labors are archaeological sites. They're still around, but they're falling apart. And in 10,000 years, they won't exist anymore. But in 10,000 years, the message of the Exodus will still be true. And if there are still people around in 10,000 years, it will be true that it is God's will for those people that they be free. Now, there's some things, I'm sad to say, which we cannot be free from. We're all mortal. Not one of us is free from the decay of age and the bonds of the grave. We're all bound to live a limited life. We're not free of who our parents are, our genetic inheritance, our personality that comes from before we were born, all of the things that our formative years shaped in us. None of us had any choice in any of that. We're not really free from any of that. Not one of us is free to not pay our taxes and to participate in the broader social contract that includes law and taxes, but also other things about how we treat our neighbors. Not one of us is free from any of those things. But that is not the kind of obligation that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the tyranny of other people. When others prevent us from being who we are supposed to be. And if there is anybody in your life or any system of people within your life, any part of your family group or friends who keeps you from being who you truly are, you set them aside and express that foundational message and meaning which God has for each of us. That we be free of the tyranny and oppression of others in everything we do. That doesn't come without our participation. We're a part of that covenant. We had to up and leave Egypt. And there were those Israelites who did not leave, who said, I don't want freedom. Do you know who they are? No, you don't. Because their history has been lost to the oppression of Egypt. So we have a role to play in the fulfillment of that freedom. It means to recommit ourselves personally in our own life, more broadly in our family and friends and communal life, and ultimately to embrace all who walk and dwell on earth. That every single person should be free. Let's celebrate that freedom this Shabbat. Good Shabbos. All right, let's conclude with Aleinu and the Mourner's Kaddish. Aleinu, we stand, page 586. Can I have somebody to open the Aron Kodesh for Aleinu? David, you're up. Fortune favors the prepared. Together, Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עזנו גויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לבני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Together the English on 588, for you spread out the heavens and established the earth. Your majestic abode is in the heavens above, and your mighty presence is in the loftiest heights. You are our God, and there is none else. In truth, you are our sovereign without compare, as is written in your Torah. Know then this day, and take it to heart, that Adonai is surely God in heaven above, and on earth below, there is no other. Kakatu b'toratecha, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, v'henemar, v'haya Adonai, le'melech al kol haaretz, bayom ha'u, bayom ha'u, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad, u'shemo echad. This week, we mark the yard sites for William Darno, Ira Kay, Dan Silverstein, Kenneth Beres, Linda Norfleet, Howard Rosenberg, Alvin Morris Kaplan, and Melissa Greenhut. Also, we call to mind those who've passed away in the last 12 months and for whom there are still mourners, people saying Kaddish and Shloshim, Barbara Babbitt, Eugene Schmuckler, John McPeak, Dennis Clausen, Ellie Freed, Curtis Young, David Bogart, Roland Jolin, and Mark Commisera. Folks here who are marking yard sites tonight, who want to say a little something about the person they're here to remember? Judy, you're on our list. Beverly? Steve has the yahrzeit this week too, for one of his uncles. Anyone else who's here with the yahrzeit tonight? You want to say a little something about them? May their souls be bound up in the bond of life, and may their memories be a blessing. Kaddish, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'alma divrach urutei v'amlich malchutei v'chaye chon u'v'yomei chon u'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam lo'mei mayam. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru. Amen. Good. Just a couple of announcements. First of all, again, Shabbat Shalom, and thank you all for coming tonight. What a nice big crowd we have tonight. It really feels good. I feel like we're moving, don't you? Like there's some momentum going on here. Yeah, I feel like that's true. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. My Thursday classes continue. We're having the last of our 4 parts from Judy Klitzner's book on subversive sequels this coming Thursday, and then we're starting a whole new series on learning from the Mishnah, the foundational book of rabbinic literature. No experience with rabbinic literature required. It's going to be, A to Z, though. You're going to learn. You're going to become Mishnah scholars, every single one of you. It's going to be awesome. It's one of my favorite things to teach, and I'm really looking forward to it. Tu B'Shvat Seder is this Sunday. Do you have announcements about that, or any other announcements?
I have some
Okay,
others,
please.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Sunday school will be having a Tu B'Shvat Seder. Please continue to read your TBD emails for announcements and event details. We want to thank Sergeant Collins for keeping us safe tonight and every time he puts on his uniform.
Good. Is Tat Shabbat tomorrow? Yes, Tat Shabbat is
Yes.
tomorrow. So if you have tots, come tomorrow.
Yep.
You come anytime, really. Kids are always welcome in shul.
Yeah.
We don't mind.
The Tat Shabbat's going to be a lot of fun. It's ages 3 to 6, but we have some that are a little bit younger and some that are a little bit older.
That's right.
So everyone's welcome, and it's story, craft, music. So it's a lot of fun.
Sounds great. 10?
10:45.
10:45.
Yeah, it's about an hour.
So not exactly the same hours as our service tomorrow, but close. If you can join us tomorrow, please join us tomorrow for Shabbos morning services. It's a nice time. And I've kind of made a commitment in my own mind, and I'm putting it out there. I guess that makes me accountable to you, which is if we get 10 on Saturday morning, we'll read Torah. Okay? We did that last week. We had more than 10, and it was really wonderful. And so if we get 10, we'll read Torah. All right, there you go. Challenge has been thrown down. The gauntlet has been thrown. Good, that's it. Please join us for Kiddush and for some refreshments in the social hall. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.